It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first. Drive will begin at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Play action now. Mariota. He'll fire deep downfield for Lowe. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Here's Carson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. the gun is Minshew. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Jamal Williams.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Minshew. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Carson fumbles the football and picked up by the Chargers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Down in the air, now it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The 49-yard line.
On first down, Carson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 7. First down, Denver.
We're scoreless after 1.
It's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's thrown at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
3-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
35-yard line.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And the Chargers are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Now Minshew. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now Minshew on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Carson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Minshew, 1st and 10. Caught left side, Williams. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Minshew sets to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
That takes start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Taken in, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. To get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, this one's over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Mariota on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Down right around the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Play fake. Mariota. Heavy rush, and down he goes.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Greg Joseph on for the field goal. A 30-yarder.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the deficit trend to 6 now at 16-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Out of the gun is Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he finds Penny. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. It'll be Minshew again. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Carson. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 32. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's Minshew. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Complete.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Toss it out to Carson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They run again with Carson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Being chased out left. And that one drops incomplete as he got parked as he was.
He's been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned down. Well played.
Joseph for the Browns field goal.
And Bullock wind up yielding 3. So his second field goal of the
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what...
Got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mariota now from the 50. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up second.
Here's Mariota.
At the 32-yard line.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
And 7.
So 2nd down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And now it's 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and they will be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Mariota to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500. And